Hello everyone, I'm Matthew Miller. I know you were expecting to see Gordon Ramsay today, but he wasn't able to make it, so I'm the best option. I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple and easy breakfast that I make nearly every morning. A funny little story about this is one day recently, I had a golf scramble, where you get 4 guys together and you take the best ball, and we were having a lot of fun. It was early in the morning, so I decided to make my friends and my family breakfast. And this was pretty much the exact breakfast that I made, and it took us 20 to 30 minutes to make a lot of food for a lot of different guys. It's pretty simple. We got eggs, sausage, hash browns, and toast in it, and I'm just going to show you the process that I go through in order to make this. First thing you always have to do is I make the potatoes first. You just get a regular potato in this shredder, and you just got to make sure that whenever you're shredding the potato, you want to keep your fingers away from it, because if you get your fingers caught in there, they're coming off, and you do not want them coming off. So just shredding it like this is the key to it. And once you get them shredded enough, you can go ahead and take them, and you can put them in your bowl, or just take them straight over to the pan over here. We're going to go ahead and drop them in the pan and flatten them out with your spatula. And usually they're a lot bigger than this, but I'm just going to make a small simplified version just for now. You know, I've been making these breakfasts since I was nearly 8 years old. My dad taught me when I was really young how to make eggs and sausage. Super simple. You literally just put the sausage on the pan and you whisk the eggs. But it's just grown so fondly on me since I was very young. And I just enjoy it very much, making breakfast. It's just such an easy way to start your day off very right, with having a nice, good food, and also very delicious, because you can add so many different things to it. I sometimes add onions, I add peppers, I add garlic, cookies, anything you can imagine. And there's always, you gotta have a side with it. You can have water, you can have coffee, milk, orange juice, apple juice. There's so many different options, and there's so many different ways that you can make it is what I really love about it. But I'm telling you, shredding these potatoes, they can cause a mess, considering they get everywhere. And they sometimes juice all over your hands. Making sure while you're cooking food to wash your hands is so important, because there's some things in food you do not want getting in your system, and that's why you gotta cook it off. As you can see over here, the hash browns are starting to get a little crispy on the bottom. So I like to add salt and black pepper. These are just such little simple things that you can add to your food that can make it so much better. But we got an entire spice cabinet up here filled with garlic salt, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, hot Mexican chili powder. I mean, there's just so many. The sheer amount of variations that there are is what I love so much about it. After the hash browns, the hash browns take the longest to cook. After the hash browns, you definitely want to drop down your sausage. My family, for years now, has been eating Swaggerty sausages. They freeze well. They just sit there in the box, and then you can take them out, and they taste absolutely amazing. We always just take ours, and we just toss them in the pan, and whenever it starts once you start seeing that the frost on the top is starting to disappear, that's when you want to go ahead and flip it, because it's going to be cooked well on the bottom. Ideally, you want your pork, I believe, to be it's got to be above 135. So luckily, we have our temperature probe that we could test it with. But there's also the eye test. Once it starts getting very golden brown right here, once it starts getting very golden brown on both sides, you know it'll be done in the middle. And if it's just a little overdone in the middle, that's quite all right. It will still be absolutely delicious. The final part of it, besides the toast, you can also have toast with it, is the eggs. The eggs are the easiest thing, and there are so many different varieties. For this example, I'm going to be showing you scrambled eggs. Look at that. I accidentally got a little bit of shell in there. You just literally crack it in a bowl, just like this. All right, I can't get the shell out. It's all right. You just crack it in a bowl just like this. But with the eggs, you got to make sure to wash your hands. Eggs have gross stuff in them that can give you salmonella. And I don't know if you know, salmonella is not good. So we're going to go ahead and wash our hands over here. And once we do that, we're going to come over here, add some milk, and whisk that up with a fork. Once your hash browns and your sausage is done, you're go ahead and get to add your eggs. You know, as I get close here and I start to wrap up this presentation, I just want to say that, like I said, being able to make this food in the morning for your family just means so much to me, because they provide so much for me. This house, this roof over my head, the food that I'm able to cook, and just being able to do one simple thing by making them the food that's going to fuel them through the whole day, it makes me so happy to be able to just make that. And it takes 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes is all it takes to make food that'll last you hours. And that's just one of the most important things for me. And I am very glad that I'm able to do it every day. Thank you.